Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me today. So today I'm playing in my random composition notebook glue book. That's a lot to say, huh? So this glue book is, like I said, I kind of treat it like a big random a little bit. I call it my random glue book because most of my pages are random in here and I usually have no rhyme or reason. But today I'm going to be doing an 80s theme because I cut out a bunch of stuff recently that kind of looked 80s to me. And I'm just kind of having fun with this page. I absolutely love how it turned out. I'm really excited to show you guys the finished product, but oh my gosh, it's snowing again. Jackson finally had school today, but it's snowing again. It's not sticking this time, but it sure is pretty to look at, that's for sure. So here I am showing you how I glue on a full page. I use this purple glue so you guys could see what I was doing here. So I go around my edges, I fill it in, and then I always go around my edges one more time. I use parchment paper behind my image, and that way the glue doesn't get on all my other pages and stick them together. In the end, I wish I did not use this glue and I used my regular glue because it bubbled. Even though I pressed it down, I smoothed it out, I covered it fully. I just, I can't go wrong with Scotch permanent glue sticks. My stuff never comes up, ever. It is sticky. So little bummed I did that, but I wanted you guys to be able to see on camera what it looked like. So all in all, not a big deal. I'm covering up most of the page anyways. And in books like this, I don't care if there's bubbles. I mean, I try to avoid them if I can, but if they happen, who cares? So neither of my background pages are technically 80s, but the colors and kind of the vibe of each, I knew I wanted to use in my background. I'm showing you here how I add washi tape to the center of my pages. I always add glue to my washi, especially Dollar Tree, because washi is not meant to be permanent. So if you want it to stay permanently, add some glue. I always pinch the corners, as you saw there, to kind of fold it in half, and then I just kind of press it up into the crack. Or as I was told a couple years ago, the ditch. I like to call it the crack, though, because I'm immature. So, yeah, I just kind of go on the back side, and I press it down as well. Here's where I realize there's so many bubbles, but it's all right. I say it's all right, but I keep bringing it up, so clearly it's not all right. But no, really, I'm okay with it. I'm cutting the edges here with scissors. I normally prefer to do an X-Acto knife and a cutting mat just because I feel like it's easier and faster and I get a straighter line, but that's all right. You can hear Shermie, he's snoring. He likes to come in here and be with Mommy while she's working. Zena's sleeping on the couch, staring out the window for cats. She's obsessed. I don't know, that girl. She's obsessed, and we have a lot of feral cats around here, so yeah, she likes to look for them out there. So here I am smoothing it down again. I'm rounding the corners with my large corner rounder. I always use this in my composition notebooks because it is the perfect roundness as the composition notebook. So my papers will match up perfectly. So I'm kind of trying to decide how I want to put these down. I spend a lot of time staring at my images. I often cut that out because you guys will probably think that the video is like frozen or something because I don't move. I literally stare at it. I don't know why I do this, but I'm sure most of us do. But I really have to think about it, and I glued those two pieces together just a little bit because I knew I wanted George Lopez's arm to sit on her like he's leaning against her. So just to make it easier, I just glued the part that would be touching, the two pieces that would be touching, I glued them together so I could get them down perfectly when I lay them both down. I almost messed up. I was trying to glue this, and I felt like it was starting to come apart, or I ripped something, and then I picked it up and it was folding on itself. And I was like, no. But I saved it. It's all good. I saved it. Stuff happens. Nothing a glue stick and some scissors can't fix, I guess. I don't know. So this is an advertisement for George Lopez's new show. I think it's called George Lopez or George or something. That's his actual daughter that's in the show with him. I didn't realize, I mean, in the show, she plays his daughter, but they really are father and daughter. I did not know that. This is so fun. I love the 80s. Tell me down below if you can. If you're like me, this will be hard for you, but put down your favorite, I don't know, if you can't pick like your top 3 favorite 80s movies. I absolutely love the 80s. I was born in the late 70s, so I was a child during the 80s and a teenager in the 90s. Well, I guess I also turned 20 in the 90s. I don't know. Anyways, so I love the 80s. I love Rainbow Bright, Strawberry Shortcake, He-Man, Smurfs, like all the things. Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm obsessed with Cabbage Patch Kids. Okay, so I had a Cabbage Patch doll when I was a kid, but when I go to like Target and stuff now, because they have a lot of, they brought back a lot of 80s toys, like Pound Puppies. They have Pound Puppies there. I was obsessed with my Pound Puppies. I wish I still had them. But they have Cabbage Patch dolls there, and they have like these smaller ones. Walmart has them too. They're like $10, and they have like animal clothes on or something, so it's like it's dressed up as an animal. Anyways, I digress. I sniff them like crazy. That was my point. One time I was at Target with Andrew, and he's like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, I'm sniffing the Cabbage Patch dolls. Let me go. Just let it go. Not let me go. Let it go is what I meant to say. Yeah, they smell amazing. I don't know what it is. Is it like baby powder or something? I don't know. But I love the smell of Cabbage Patch dolls. And then I just found this 80s photo as well, and it has like charm bracelets hanging from it and like all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, charm bracelets. I remember mine. Oh, how I wish I kept all that stuff. My whole bedroom, I've talked about this many times, but when I was little, like 4 or 5, my whole bedroom was Strawberry Shortcake, and my grandma made like my bedding, and it was all ruffly, and then I had like a matching lamp, and yeah, she went all out. It was really fun. Okay, so now I've decided that I didn't like those words at the bottom, so I'm just doing another strip of this 80s inspired washi tape that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's like neon lights, and I thought it would be perfect for this. So the reason why I put a little bit of washi in the spine was for 2 reasons. I don't do it on every page, but it blends the two together, for one. And 2, it's great for decoration. Like, I love to use washi in my glue books for that reason. Same as like stickers. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted the 2 pages to blend together, and by adding that, I felt like it did that. I have these gummy bears. I thought they would be fun for a pop of color, and, you know, I don't know. They seem 80s-ish to me. I don't know. You know, I tried to use, like, things I had. Well, my voice turned weird. I wanted to use things that I had that I've been kind of collecting that was kind of 80s that I found in magazines and stuff. I'm sure I have more, but this is what I had on hand at the moment that I could find. And I have this little Precious Moments Back to the Future figurine with the DeLorean. And so I want to put that on here too. And I'm just kind of playing around. I don't know why I needed that megaphone on this page so bad. I think it's because of the colors. And I finally find a spot for it. And then I thought that was funny because they have the old TV and then the DVD right there. And it's like, what even is a DVD? I remember the first time I saw one, I was like, what is this? Yep. Gotta love the 80s. Back when we drank water out of a hose and spent the summer outside and looked for bugs. And I used to love looking for salamanders. Yeah, I was a tomboy. I loved bugs, which I hate now. And I've always just loved animals and stuff. So, yeah, I used to find salamanders and I loved it. I got this huge glob of glue. I was like, I just can't win with this thing today. Like everything was going wrong. Do you ever have days like that where it's like you're still having fun, you're still in a good mood, but like everything on your page wasn't working? That's kind of how I felt. Like I kept getting glue everywhere, things weren't sticking. I messed up by putting George down before I put my, or after I put my washi tape down. So I had to try and bandage that up. It's just that one of those days. So this is an 80s cut and collage book that a lovely subscriber got for me off my Amazon wish list. And I've been hoarding it. You guys, I'm so bad about this. I love them so much and I don't want to use them because I love them, but that defeats the purpose. So I was like, I'm breaking out that 80s book today and it's happening. So originally I was saving it because I wanted to do like a whole 80s book, but you know what? There's still enough stuff in here to do that. If I really need more, I can buy another book. You know what I mean? So use it. That's my goal. So I found a couple images that I decided to use on this page. I'm not a huge fan of the brown background, but that's okay. I end up picking a VHS tape, a mixtape, and those little sunglasses that we all wore. I have a picture of me, my sister, and my two cousins, and we're all wearing a pair of those. We all have like big fluffy hair. Like, it's so funny. I think it was at Christmas and it was a year. Oh my gosh, I got a pogo ball. Do you remember pogo balls? Man, I remember my grandparents got it for me and I was so excited. I think it had like orange and light, like hot pink or something. Yeah, something like that. Maybe purple too. I don't remember. But yeah, I remember I was so excited. You know what's weird is I can even remember how it smelled. Isn't that so weird? I must have a thing with smells because, the whole Cabbage Patch thing. So now I'm just trimming these up, making them look all purty. I was going to cut this part out, but I forgot to. So let's just enjoy me fussy cutting up some, some images. I cannot believe it's snowing again. What in the world is going on here in Oregon? It's so pretty. I'm surprised Jackson hasn't texted me. Come get me. It's snowing. He was so bummed he had to go back to school today. I'm like, dude, you had like a week off. You had one full day of school last week. That's it. You went to school 1.5 days. Ooh, that was a high-pitched squeal. Someone's car. So with the I love 80s thing, I just kind of cut it out all wonky, like wavy. Is that a thing? Wavy? And I decided just to put it up here in the corner at an angle because I just realized I didn't mean to put it there because I wanted that splatter paint to still show, but that's okay. I love these images. I love mixtapes, like just the clip art of a mixtape. I don't know. Or a cassette tape, I guess, not a mixtape. Remember when we used to have to put a tape in your stereo system to record songs off the radio? Oh, man. Timing it just right. Or playing a song and writing down the lyrics and then stopping it every 10 seconds to write down and then play and then stop, write, play, stop, write. Oh, man. Those were the days. I feel so old. I've never really felt old per se. I mean, I'm 44 years old, but I am starting to feel it. Like when I start talking about this stuff and I'm like, holy smokes. This page makes me so happy. I absolutely love it. I was going to say the other S word that I can't stand. Spread. Hate that word. Ew. Hate it. It makes me cringe every time. Now I'm trying to decide. I had these words I picked out. I kind of went through my box of words to see if there was anything that I wanted to use. And so I just kind of kept those on hand. And then I have this Dollar Tree sticker book here. And it has these zebra print stars. And I'm like, yep, that's happening. So I added those everywhere. And then it had like lips, like kissing, you know, like with lipstick, little lips. So I added some of those, and then I think that's it. I think that's, yeah, just stars and lips is what I added. I know I have more 80s stickers, and I could have gotten up and got them, but this was sitting right here, and I was like, these are perfect. And I don't want to clutter the page too much because I want to be able to see the stuff that's behind it. I mean, I picked it for that reason. So just adding a little bit here and there. I feel like that seagull's laughing at me. Did you hear that? It like happened right after I did that or said that. So I printed out a bunch of words years ago and like phrases and sentences that I wanted to use in like my ATCs and stuff like that. And one of them was a quote from an 80s movie. 99.9% of you guys will know what this movie is from. But if you know what that says and what movie that is, let me know down below. It's one of my mom and mine's favorite 80s movies. Absolutely love it. I should have, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking I might want to add a few more little things down the road to this, but I'm so happy the way this turned out. I can't even. And then I added lasting memories. I was going to add that at the bottom. Then I decided to break that up there and add a little something up there. Oh my goodness, I love it. I do think I might add a couple more little stickers later, but I was kind of going through and then I ripped the sticker and I was going to save it. And then I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want to. Not on my 80s page. I don't want a ripped sticker. I'll use it on something else. But I just wanted one more little star there. Oh, it looks so good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to tell me your favorite 80s movies down below. Drink some water and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.